Okay, just a little bit of video training on Trello and how it works with the OneFinger group. Okay, so we can sort anything we can sort everything as we wish to sort it, understanding that these are cards with tasks that need to be done by people, or information that we want to save here so that everybody can share it, or whatever we choose as far as that goes. So as an example, I'm just going to, okay, here we're keeping copies of the minutes. So if you click on that date, you'll have the minutes and an attachment where I just dragged the doc file across to here. It is limited to about 10 megabits as far as the file goes, but you can put images, links. If you attach over here, you can see you can attach from anywhere, including from your own computer. And like I say, you can put images and pictures in here as well. I'll give you some examples quickly. I'm going to make another column over here just for the hell of it, and I'm going to say work in progress. Okay, and then I'm going to add a card here, and I'm going to say draft letters of intent. Say for instance, just want to see, okay, so say for instance, Phil writes some draft letters of intent, and he wants us to have copies of them so that we can look through them and give approval or whatever the case may be. Here's my files here, and I've made this folder called draft letter of intents, and I can drag all of these into here if I want, and there are the letters of intent that anybody can look at any time, just to give you an idea of what we're doing. So these are the letters of intent that we're going to send to clients to get them to reply back on their letterheads. And then you can put a description in here. Below are samples of letters of intent. Please look through them and give feedback if you feel they not adequate or need changes. Okay, so save that. Now, just out of interest, you can now add members, so you can add who you want to see this. And what you can do is you also put a date on here, so that it will remind you, it'll send an email on the 21st at 8 a.m. Let's just use that as an example. So it will remind you a day before, so we save that, and then it will send everybody a message to let them know that they need to follow up on this card. Don't forget over here, you see all attachments. You click this view all over here, and it'll show you the full list of attachments. Okay, so there's fewer and more attachments. And then what you can do is down the bottom of your activities, you can say, I have read through these and am happy. Okay, so that's my comment, and because I did it, it's obviously against my name, and it says how long ago it was when I did it. I can edit it, change it, whatever I need to do. And basically, if I'm finished with this board and I don't need to do anything else to it, the logic is that I'll go here and remove myself, so that I don't get any reminders anymore, and everybody else will still get reminders until they remove themselves from that board. So this is almost like a diary, and when I say that, what happens is you can go and search. I'm going to use an example and show you all the boards that I belong to. I can click on here, or if you click over there, I'll show you just now. But anyway, you can see your board or all your tasks from all the different boards. Remember, we can have multiple boards, so we've got a lot of boards that we use. But this is a list of all the outstanding tasks that I've got to do, with reminders that I push 1 month ahead, or whatever the case may be, of outstanding quotes or information that I need to update, or monthly reports that I need to do on the first of every month. Whatever there might be, it's almost like a diary. And to get to this place over here, the standard place to go is over here, and then say cards. So you click on cards. What I did is I created a shortcut, so I go straight to it over there, because this is where I start my day every day, and I try and get everything so that there's no reds, so that everything is sitting here the next 7 days, the next month, due later, and anything that's been met. When I say anything that's been met, I'm going to go back here to OneFinger. So once a task is totally complete, remember this goes further down this way. So once the task is totally complete, if you click that, it's now been met and it won't show up on your outstanding open boards. It will only show whatever's against your name on anything that's still due. And like I said, if you want to push it forward, you just change the date and the time over here, and it will remind you when it's due. Okay, so you can have links to everything and anything here. So what I want to do is also show you, I'm just going to go to, what is it, where we're storing our files. Okay, I've got this locally on my computer under a folder called funding, where I've got the funding information. What I do is I only send things that are in PDF. So if you look at the support documents, for example, I'll have a document here that is editable, and I'll have the PDF which I've created, and then what I do is I post those or put them live on the internet. And to put them live on the internet, because they're too big to keep in Trello, for example, I use a product from New Zealand called Mega, which you're looking at over here. So I can create the shortcut, and I'll show you how to put the shortcut into Trello so that everybody knows where to find the link for this. And the beauty of this is that it gives clients a very nice, easy way of managing your documents, where they can't do changes or do anything unless you give them permissions, but they can go and view all the documents without going out of this browser interface. So just as an example, if I wanted to see this document, I could just click on it. It's a PDF, but I can click on it and I will be able to view it and go through the pages, and I can download it if I want. And if I want to download everything, you can see there it goes through the pages. There's 6 pages. I zoom in, zoom out of the documents. I'm just going to go back now. So it's a nice place, a way of displaying all your information. Now, if I go here to supporting documents, I could drag and drop anything from my folder over here over to here. So I'm keeping a mirror image of everything, like I say, but just with the PDFs, not with the editable documents. And what I was wanting to show you though is that if I go back here and look here at the link, if I go here and I say manage the link, this is the link to get to that folder. Okay, so in other words, if I open with somebody that doesn't have access with my account, just as a test, and I use that link, this is the link that you would give to clients or to funders that would like to have a look at our documentation and our presentations. And this is what everybody would see. Ah, the wrong folder. See, it's a good thing I'm checking. Okay, so let me go back here again. Yeah, it is this one here. Not save products, but the OneFinger folder. So I'm just copying that. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to paste that. Like I said, this is a different account. It's not my own account. So this is our test that things are working, that somebody that hasn't got an account can actually go and view everything. And it's all based on rights that I've created. So now the people can go through all the documents and do whatever they want to do. And from here, they can either download. If they go here, they can say they want to download it as a standard format or as a zip file. And at the same time, they can also do it from down here. Download all as a zip file. So they've got options of how they want to download this information. So anyway, so now I would take that link and I would keep that handy for us on our Trello board. So things to do in business, okay, presentation link for funders, and then I can just go over here, and if I just paste it over there, It doesn't look like much at the moment, but if I save it, I go out of it and I go back in here, it'll show you there it's 319 megs of data in a folder on Mega. And now anybody clicking on this will take them automatically to where we were. And if you want to share this with somebody else, okay, we're not sharing this this Trello board with other people. I can make it public, but I haven't. But we can eventually have a public board if we want, where we can keep information as well. But then you go over here at the bottom and say share, and you could share this with anybody in the team. And what that'll do is the same as the other. It'll open up this Trello board and it will open in this folder so you can see what's going on directly in that folder. However, if you want to share for the funders, if you click in here, you copy this link over here, and that's the link that will take you where it's open to the funders. Unfortunately, this link over here, I haven't made this private, I've made it business. But just to give you an example of a private, a public one that's open, and this one over here that I've got, which is manuals, videos, and training. If anybody wanted to see products that we have to offer, I can put this under that same area so that it's there. But here's all the products, and this is open to the world. So anybody can come here, and anybody can look, but they can't change anything because of the rights that I've created. And you'll see over here it says public. So I'm going to take a copy of this as well, just for the hell of it. And I'm going to go back and put it over here under the OneFinger group for presentation. So if you ever wanted to share a link to all the products that we sell, you can always go and give somebody that link, but you have to give them that link. You can't give them the link down the bottom. So yeah, just out of interest, so what happens is if you want to share a particular card with somebody and tell them to update whatever it is manually, you can go to that particular card and you can go down to the bottom here and go to share, and like I say, you can just copy and share that particular path with somebody. Anyway, so if the card's in the wrong place, you can also move it. So just to show you how I do that quickly, I'm going to show you with our live environment of our clients. So this is our client board where all the people that deal with our clients have access to this board. And in the front here, we have all tickets that are to be attended to. So what happens is once they've been attended to, they move across here because we need to go back to them because it hasn't been closed. It's just a job that's been opened that still needs to be completed. And then once it has been completed, if it has to go to the development team, it goes to this side over here. And once it's been closed, it gets moved, and you just drag it. To move it, you just drag it from one place to another. So once you're finished with it, you just drag it here. You then go and change the person against who needs to action it. And then once it's been closed and actioned and billed and whatever else, we then go and park it under alphabetically under that client's name for future reference. And of course the beauty of it is that if you go into AME, for example, very little there, but let's try and find one. If you go into any client where there's a lot of information or a lot of happening, let's see, Alpine Motors, there you'll get the history of what's been going on. And you can go back as far as you've recorded. So there's from the 8th of January 2021, you can see what was done. And so the history is saved. And you can see who it is that's actually captured that information and what they had to say at that time. So that's basically it. So as you can see, it was closed. The last time there was something captured here was the 25th of October. And we keep all the basic information for that client over here under the description. But yeah, we can do the same sort of thing in the OneFinger board. So it's really up to us how you want to use the OneFinger board and what you want to store in here, whether these fields are correct. But yeah, going back here again, just to show you, you can show you what you can store in a particular card, which is what makes it so powerful. If you take, let's say, we're looking at this device over here, and there's the description of it, and we click on it. Yeah, you'll see I've got links to, I've got some basic information on the product, some images on it, and I've got links to videos. So if you click on a link here, it'll take you straight to the video that you're referring to. you can
ZK
understand
Techo's
what
speed face
the
is
product is about. So I just want to give you another example if I can find one. I made one for beams the other day. Let me just have a look at that quickly. There we go. There we go. Here's beams over here. So I made this the other day. So I'll give a little bit of an explanation of what I'm on about here. Affordable beams together with Sonoff alerts for your cell phone. So this is a product that that's the cost of a set of beams as well as the Sonoff switch. So it's under R1,000, and for under R1,000, if you click on this, I explain how it works. Yes, I've set up two beams here. Basically, they need power, which is 12 volts on each. I'm not going to go into it now. This is just to show you an example. And I have links here to other Trello boards, which basically show you the other beams and other products that you could use for the same system. And then on here as well, I also display the recommended retail pricing. This is all retail. That's on here. Yeah, I hope that makes it easier to understand how the Trello board works and how you need to save this as a favorite um, from the email with the link and start populating this. I'd say all of these should have somebody against them for some reason. It was just some information that I started with putting it there. Sales and potential clients for FOSS as an example. I can put the videos here as well so that you can find the links to give to people or to send to people for marketing and information when they ask about it, about a product. Yeah, I'd say the ones on the front we should keep for presentations and links, and then we should try and make these more descriptive, but you're welcome to change them, whatever you wish. Thanks.